I had to switch spots or switch spaces. And I definitely I allowed the children to stay over there with my mom. Because to be honest, I'm not feeling all that too. I'm not feeling too hot, but I'm okay. So I definitely needed a little break from them, which I rarely do. I never ask people to get my kids, keep my children, watch them. I never do that. Never. Okay. We're going to continue the reading about this Queen of Swords, this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords reverse, this King of Wands, and King of Swords upright. This is not four people, this is two people collective. Whomever this masculine could have, both these people could be some type of detectives. They could run a business together. It could be like a detective business, a private investigator to be investigative business together. This masculine and feminine energy. This feminine has connections. She has well-known connections and resources in the courts of law. Particularly to an emperor. He came out as a judge. This could be like a dirty judge, a crooked judge. This could be somebody that she was sleeping with. That she had to. She could have this. This judge could have been found to take bribes to pad cases. Okay. This Queen of Swords, nobody knows this Queen of Swords in reverse, has been bribing this judge to possibly pad cases for her. If she is a detective, some type of undercover or something, she could have been paying this judge energy in the past to pad cases, even like submit false evidence or look the other way when certain evidence that didn't even fit was presented to throw somebody in jail. Now if there is this King of Swords, King of Wands energy, this is the same person. This person does stuff in the upright, but if this King of Wands, King of Swords, heavy fire, heavy earth in his chart, okay, could have some air in his chart. This masculine was attached to this woman somehow. Whatever happened, when this masculine tried to leave this Queen of Swords in the reverse, she went and she tried to railroad this masculine. She tried to get him caught up in some type of murder trial or something. This man has been on trial. He has come out on the winning end, right? On the triumphant end. This Queen of Swords in the reverse has done a lot. Like I said, she's connected to a judge. A lot of people may or may not know, or it may have been found out. I feel like that this judge was found to have accepted bribes from this woman as well as other people. Not only that, this judge has been called to step down from their from the bench, possibly permanently or pending an investigation into their cases that they have overseen. As well as bribes being taken. Also, there's some type of video or recording of the meeting of this Queen of Swords reverse and this past judge energy. This judge was on this masculine's case, but when they found that this Queen of Swords, who's married to this King of Swords, King of Wands energy, when they found that this woman was married to this King of Swords who was on trial for a murder, there became a conflict of interest because it was found out that this Queen of Swords in the reverse, she's a Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords in the reverse. It was found that she was sleeping with this judge that was the head or overseeing, hearing this case concerning this masculine, her husband's a murder trial that he was facing. Basically, this man was facing a lot of time. And the situation has been healed, has been rectified. I feel like that. So I wanted to start back off from the Queen of Swords in the reverse, get more on her energy, because this woman has a lot of connections in the court with law officials and stuff. It's a lot of dirty work and corruption going on here. I also got another download, and I don't know if this is significant or even cohesive with this particular case, but we'll see. We'll see if it goes into that. Do I play Pokemon? I watch Pokemon. I don't play Pokemon. But anyways, when I went to clarify this Queen of Swords, the Death card came out. When I say this woman is attached to a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, shouts out to Pokemon. So, gotta catch them all. When I went to clarify the Queen of Swords, the death card came out. When I say there's so much death around this woman, this woman wanted to put death to a healer, to a star energy. It could be this masculine that she was married to. It could be anybody that, let's say, your case came across this courtroom. Maybe this woman is a detective, so she looks deep into stuff. When there's an investigation going on, this woman could be like real deep into a lot of investigations that have went on, even like just regular trials and court cases. And whenever this woman seeks out people who are healers. Like, so let's say you are a healer, right? Or you are said to be a healer. You have star energy. This woman knows it. I don't know how she knows it. I feel like that she is tapped in, but into more of the darker side of the spiritual journey, and dark occult negative ways, cults, covens, stuff like that. This woman could very much so be a dark high priestess, a practitioner. She knows when, quote unquote, healers or healed people come into her, when their case comes across her desk, she targets this people. This woman is a seeker of healers, okay? And I'm just now getting this download. She is a seeker of healers. So this is the type of woman where if a healer, a star seed, indigo child, anything you want to call it, a chosen one, if you have gotten in trouble where you felt like that you were bombarded or railroad with any type of criminal charges, if your case has ever come across this woman's desk, she targets people like you, and she makes sure that she will pay this judge bribes behind the scenes to pad your case, to make it to where you get hit with criminal charges, right? And then she proceeds to take over your life, siphon your energy. This is what this woman does. I'm not sure if this masculine is aware of this or if he found out, but he found out later on down the line that this woman is diabolical. When I say she is diabolical, this woman, this masculine, he could be married to this woman or could have been married to this woman. And this woman tried to blackmail him and railroad him on a murder case. She had people, detectives, judges. She paid off a lot of people in the court system, corrupt officials, to plant false evidence on this particular masculine energy. He is showing up as a king of wands, king of swords. So this shows me that he has the power and ability to always abuse his power. He has the authority to abuse his power, but this man walks in the upright. He has integrity. Whereas her, she's showing up as the queen of wands, so she's his match when it comes to the king and queen of wands, but she is not his match when it comes to integrity, when it comes to authority, when it comes to power and how it is used or utilized. She is the queen of swords in the reverse. He is the king of swords in the upright. So that tells me that he does things in the upright. And if this masculine has done anything corrupt, it has been because this queen of swords has blackmailed this masculine into doing these things. Does it make it right? It does not. But this woman knows that this masculine is a healer himself. He may not have known it. He may know it. She knows it though. That's the point of it all. She knows this masculine she's married to is a healer, okay? And that's why he stands in so much integrity. He actually even takes pride in his level of authenticity and integrity, okay? And this woman, if he tried to ever walk away from her, this woman, if this masculine and this woman separated, let's say they were married, if they separated, for one, she reeled him back in with some bullshit, and I feel like this was a money scheme, but this masculine may not have been aware that this was a money scam. It could be something like inheritance of a healer that she came across in court. Maybe this woman, like I said, she knows people. So this is the type of woman where she can go into the court systems and she can go into trust court systems and attorneys and family court and find hidden wills, inheritances, trust funds and stuff. And she will even orchestrate stuff of that person's life who is meant to get that trust fund, who is meant to get that inheritance. She will orchestrate something in the target's life to get them charged with criminal charges. That way they can never get a hold to their inheritances. And then she will proceed to pull strings and stuff with all these corrupt officials, and this goes high up, to steal people's inheritances. I feel like that there is an inheritance here that belongs to someone. You listen, Star and Ten of Swords. This is what I want y'all to know. Down to the Nine of Swords. So she has lost the level of integrity. Okay, she is being knocked down to size. Also, if this was a woman who real good with her words and she could talk people into stuff, or she can make things seem real believable. This is a very manipulative woman when it comes to her words. She will say and do anything. She will lie. However, this woman is a pathological liar. She even takes pleasure in it. She takes pleasure in toxicity. This woman is even violent and abusive. She could have been towards this masculine, whether it be physically or verbally. Trigger warning, okay? Collective. This shit is deep. This shit is real deep, because I'm getting heavy downloads. Nine of Swords, look. Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. She targets people like this. So she has them locked up. I'm telling you, she sets stuff up in these people's lives to get them criminally charged with stuff. Even if they haven't done anything, she will orchestrate it so that people get railroaded and go to prison for shit that they didn't do, knowing these people have inheritances. Okay? This woman targets people like this. I don't know if this masculine, I don't feel like it, but I'm not sure. I feel like he found out later on after the fact, but that was after he possibly married this woman, was already married to her, and she tied him. She tried to deadlock this man in on a crime, an inheritance scheme that led to the unaliving of someone. Okay? And then could have scapegoated this masculine. Like he was the orchestrator of it, because this man, he has been on a murder trial. This man could even be on house arrest. And this is the type of woman, he was married to this woman. He had to do house arrest from their living quarters, even though he wanted a divorce from her. She wouldn't let him get a divorce because she was threatening to even lie, like call the police and make false police reports saying he beat her when she was the one over there jumping on him. And this is the type of man, he on house arrest. He's already on a murder trial. Okay, and so he's not going to want to put his hands on this woman. This woman could be very abusive, I'm telling you, like very abusive. Like she would like fight on this man and do stuff to him, and then dare him to call the police because of all the corrupt officials she's connected to, and she can have his house arrest revoked and have him sitting in jail and or prison, or even railroad him in this murder trial. Okay. Okay, it's a lot going on here. The reason why this is coming out, I don't know who this masculine is to you, who this feminine is to you, okay? Collective. Your memory may have been purposefully erased when you were a child, probably 5 or so. And the reason why this is because you were abducted as a child. I don't know if it was because when you were a baby or when you were it was at 5. You were abducted as a child. You hear me? And they found you in a remote village with other abducted children. You are a victim of child trafficking. I want you to know this. And they found you in a village with other abducted children, a part of a big trafficking ring. Okay. And because of the nature of these crimes, that whatever happened to you, okay, during your time of abduction, the government paid and set out money for you to the side for you being a victim of child trafficking. I'm telling you what I love. And this woman has something to do with it. This woman, child, I don't even know. This one, listen. I'm hearing some other shit too, man. This woman's father is very much so connected to the government. And he is a part of a child trafficking ring that was busted, but he hasn't been directly linked to it. But she knows it. She knows her father is this way. This woman's father could be the orchestrator of the child trafficking ring that kidnapped you or abducted you as a child, collective. And because the government busts this down, it's like special forces busting down this remote village where they found tons of children that have been trafficked, including you, collective. They paid, the government paid to have your memory wiped of this and even place you in a family. You don't know that this your family you think is your family, they're not your family. Or this could be a situation where you were reunited with your family, but because you were trafficked and you were trafficked by whomever this faction is, okay, the government paid out money. They put out a settlement for you as well as all the other children that were rescued from this child trafficking ring. You hear me? Y'all were rescued from a village, a remote village. This could be somewhere in Kuwait. This could be somewhere in Afghanistan. This is somewhere like that. You were trafficked. And I'm telling you what I love. You were trafficked. And one of the reasons why you were targeted is because you're a healer. Is because you're a healer, as well as a lot of these other children. So there's a secret settlement that went on when you and all these other children, it was even women there, young women, everything, girls, boys, young women, older women, everything, okay? A settlement was set to the side for everybody involved who were rescued from this trafficking ring. And you were one of them. And you don't know this because you were either placed back or reunited with your original family, or you were placed into the foster care system, which will make you a ward of the state, and then they adopted you out. And then they probably did like a private or closed adoption, so you would never know the backstory to what happened to you before you were placed with this family. So you don't know that you're adopted. You don't know. But this woman, this Queen of Swords in the reverse, she knows this about you. And if you ever got in trouble at any time in your life, your case came across this Queen of Swords in reverse desk. And she targeted you because she knows, she is aware of you. She's aware of you. I don't know how. But this woman's father is the orchestrator, the ringleader of the trafficking ring that abducted and trafficked you as a child. Okay? And this woman knows this. She knows this about you. So this woman could have set up stuff in your adult life to have you charged with criminal charges so she could get this money that is this part of this settlement money that is yours. You don't know this though. Nobody has ever informed you of this because they would have to explain that part of your life. They will have to explain that you are adopted. They will have to explain why you haven't received your money. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot going on here. A King of Swords, this King of Wands, King of Swords has happened upon you. And this woman connected this man to a whole bunch of stuff. So this King of Swords could not speak out against it. She even blackmailed this man to marry her so he could not testify against her. Okay? The Death card, Queen of Swords, collective. Hold on. So if you've ever been a victim of identity theft, also is because of this Queen of Swords. I don't know how you know this King of Wands, King of Swords, but he is a detective of some kind, like maybe like a high level, a detective, investigator, or something like this. Man, listen. Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups.
It's almost the end of the year, baby. Somebody like it gotta be like it's got to be something that we can hold you on. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It's got to be something we can hold you on. That's what this person is trying to.
King of Cups, Page of Swords. And ever since you have been collective, ever since you have been rescued from this child trafficking ring, you have been under heavy surveillance and watched by a King of Cups. There are government officials that are aware of you, your healing abilities, who you are, you being a chosen one, a star seed or whatever. They are aware of you, that you're a strong warrior. You are very resilient. Okay.
Maybe I think they still owe about $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. It didn't go like that. Yeah,
Strength and Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you, these people know that you are gifted. This is why you were targeted and you were abducted and trafficked. Period. Your family knows about this shit too. They know that there is settlement money set to the side for you. Camp Lejeune is very significant. Camp Lejeune.
like somebody did something to somebody on purpose. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna take a chunk. Come to find out,
Okay.
maybe that was
You were trafficked.
and they mad as because they can know
Six
they
of
can't do
Swords.
it.
And then you were rescued. And you had to be, all I know is I seen you being rescued from this village that was that suffered. There was an explosion that went on in the background, and this was a village. It was like apartments and stuff, but they were in the middle of like a desert. Okay. There's many other children there, older, younger. You were trafficked. You were trafficked, and the government, whatever officials came in and rescued you and these other children, there was a big settlement set to the side for you and all these other victims. And this man, this fucking woman, bro, people that are high priestess, I'm trying to tell you, this woman, her father is the ringleader of this child trafficking ring. He just never got caught. Her father is aware of this, so she grew up being groomed by her father on how to take over the family business and keeping this shit running. And every person, what I feel like is this Queen of Swords and the reverse Queen of Wands, every person, every child, everyone that was rescued in that village, this woman has sought after you. This woman has kept the radar, you on her radar, right? Because she was groomed to grow up to be like this. And everyone who has received this settlement that was supposed to receive their money, this woman has targeted them and even taken these people out. And I believe that one of these people that were taken out, who was a survivor just like you, this is the person that this woman tried to have, this King of Wands, King of Swords energy. She tried to have this person put on murder trial for the unaliving of one of these people that are rescue victims from the child trafficking ring, man. I'm telling you, she targeted every last one person that was rescued from this trafficking ring. And you were like 5 when you were rescued. This is what I know. 5. Your memory was purposefully erased. It was purposefully erased. You may be, I'm telling you, you may be adopted. You may be adopted. It may be a closed or private adoption. And if you wonder, if you always had that feeling and you wonder why nobody in your family has told you this is why, because they would have to explain this part of your life to you. And if this King of Swords found this out about you, as well as this woman and this woman's father, this Queen of Swords has not only blackmailed this masculine, but she has threatened this masculine. She been doing all kind of stuff. This masculine could have even tried to come forward with the information and tell what it is that he had found out concerning this woman, her father, you collective. When I say this woman is diabolical. This woman has been gang stalking you, targeting you, trying to get you caught up on other criminal charges, because if you freed yourself and you've healed from whatever this is, whether you know this consciously or not, this woman don't like that, because you being healed means that you will eventually be aligned with this settlement money that the government has set to the side for you. Again, Camp Lejeune, again, military here. Military is heavy here, because I seen special forces, special ops, busting. This could be the feds, this could be the CIA. I seen, I'm telling you, I seen these people like raiding this village, and it was you, it was all kind of other children there. There were 2 older women who would sit outside on a bench and watch you and the other children play in the dirt, make sure to keep y'all in line and stuff. You were required to clean, you were required to cook and everything, and other things. Okay. There's a government file of you. Your picture and your name is just not the same. You don't know this. You don't know this. But if you're healed, you were going to find this out. This message was going to come to you in the dream state, in the physical. This could even be the serving of court papers for you to come to court, so these things can be disclosed to you in the private sector of courts, okay? Because there's a settlement with your name on it from you being trafficked, abducted and trafficked as a child. And it is a huge trigger warning. If you're not 18 and older, you must click off at this time. Oh, Lord.
they've been planning something.
But there's a King of Wands, King of Swords who has found this out. And when he found this out, and to go and tell, listen, Five of Wands, he was met with conflict by this woman. And this woman is his wife. Now, what I said is, I don't know if they were married already when he found this out. I don't know if they got married afterwards. Like, she blackmailed him to like railroad him, his business, his life, his family. Like, this is a woman that has a lot of connections, and she is diabolical. She has a lot of court official, corrupt people. Her father has a lot of corrupt people and court officials on payroll.
Amazon card.
Mm.
Something like that. Oh, God. They just trying to figure out how you had the money to do all of that.
Okay, hopefully that's better, collective. Hopefully that's better. So, this woman's father has a lot of connections. But this woman was sleeping with a judge. Somebody's house is in turmoil at this time. This man has been trying to get away from this Queen of Swords. She is diabolical. What's this Ace of Pentacles? I'm telling you, this is a huge settlement. Like a huge, when I say a huge settlement, you were supposed to have gotten this money, but I feel like people in your family worked to steal this from you. They even work with this Queen of Swords behind the scenes to keep this this settlement money, this inheritance. This is yours. Did nobody die and pass this down to you? This is a settlement for what happened to you as a child. You were reported as abducted, and you were found in a remote village with other children. And the government and there were people who were arrested or who were found to have been connected to this trafficking ring that are officials, like court officials, CIA, FBI, stuff like that. And so the government did a behind the scenes, like out of court settlement for every child that was rescued, every child and woman that was rescued from this building, from this village. But it was mainly children. And there were women who were there who were complacent with this shit, and they were the overseers of y'all children. They were your handlers. And I only know this because I dreamt this months ago, a long time ago. And it just popped up with whatever this is. And this is what's been going on. Yeah, we have the Fool in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse. Impulsive, risky, negative, irresponsible, recklessness, bad decision, lack of vision, frivolous, unexpected problem. See, you are the unexpected problem. This masculine is the unexpected problem. This woman never thought that this masculine would catch on to whatever this is that's going on. I believe that she thought that she could corrupt this masculine like she was corrupt. She possibly, like I said, this woman blackmailed this man into a marriage. Unexpected problem, lack of individual views, and better safe than sorry. I'm telling you what I love. And if you heal, you are the major key or point in this, because I'm trying to see what this has to do with the collective, right? It's you, collective. Whatever this masculine has come upon, it is concerning his wife. I told you she probably like a dark practitioner or something. Her family, she could come from a family line of dark practitioners as well. But I don't think this masculine knew how deep. Maybe he found that she had a connection with the judge, or found out about her sleeping with this judge, this corrupt judge behind the scene. This judge is also the person that is under, this judge could be a woman as well. So that means that this Queen of Swords in the reverse, she could be like bi, go both ways, LGBTQ plus, XYZ, and all variations of such. She could go both ways. This corrupt judge is very much so could be a woman. And she was found to have been like having dinner with this corrupt judge. There were even recordings taken of her like giving this judge money and stuff to do something when it came to your case, your settlement, what belongs to you. There's something here that belongs to you. I'm the period. There's something here that belongs to you. And you should have been unguided. But your family worked with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. This King of Swords found this out. And when he threatened to go like to bring to the authorities or turn it into the proper people, this woman started blackmailing him. But for what, I don't know. I feel like it was like just a ruse. I feel like it was just like lies or something. We have the Magician here in the reverse. Okay. The Magician says weakness, delayed, unrealistic goals, making mistakes, lack of ingenuity, lack of decision, selfish behavior, excessive arrogance, avoiding problems, and stop activities falling under the Ten of Cups. Question. So if we're in a spiritual war collective, right? If we're in a spiritual war, would you, the physical person, you as a healer, you as a chosen one, you as a star seed, you as a light worker, you would be a casualty of war. You hear what I'm saying? And you would also be considered a prisoner of war. You hear me? You hear me? So in the spiritual war has been going on far longer than what people realize. The spiritual war is trillions of years old. Okay? Trillions of years old. So you're born in the physical, into a physical vessel in this plane of existence, right? And your energy, the inside of you, you're a light worker, you're a chosen one, right? Anything that you would be automatically targeted from the time that you are a child. This is the orchestration, right? War is done, especially for a war that has been going on for billions and trillions of years, okay? And the war is ultimately for your soul, okay? So they target you when you are a child. There are people in high places of power that have set and put together these trafficking rings and stuff because they target chosen ones. They do. They target chosen ones. This will be an example of this. This Queen of Swords in the reverse, her father is connected to the elite, okay? And the elite target chosen ones. They get you when you're a child. So you would have been targeted as a child, okay? Abducted, sold into trafficking, slavery, because they would be siphoning your energy from the time you're a child. But for whatever reason, you have upright officials that found this out, found the remote village, and they busted this place down. They raided this place, and you're about 5, okay? Along with other children